everyone, it's Kerry back with you today. I'm back for another go at the ABC April 2026 challenge. Today's letter is E and I have picked Ephemera, and I'm super excited because Rennie has created a brand new kit and it works perfectly for today's challenge. So there are 3 pages in the kit. You've got this lovely set of ephemera here and this lovely page of ephemera here, and then a blank page, or not blank page, sorry, a plain page of just colour to create the pocket with, or you can create whatever you like. But today we're going to be making this super cute little ephemera pack or pocket or collection, whatever you want to call it. And this is perfect to give as a happy mail, but it's actually been created with the thought of for people that sell their crafts, or they've got an Etsy shop or they go to craft markets. You can make these ephemera packs so easily and so quickly with the Rennie's kit, because she has created it so it's basically cut it all out, shove it all in, job's done. And of course you can use it to create some amazing ephemera, which I'll do in another video. Today we're just going to create the pocket. So the first thing that we need to do is just cut all of the pieces out. You don't need to cut them out singly, just cut all the pieces out as they are shown on the page. I have prepared myself and already gone ahead and done that. So I've got all of the ephemera here, and we're going to start with this back panel to begin with. Now, if you want, you can just fold this in half and then cut it, or cut it in half if you just don't want to fold it first. Now, if you cut it in half, you will have, this is the back of our pocket here, you will just have white on the inside here. And as you can see, you really don't see much once it's folded up. So you'd have a little bit of a white edge here, maybe a little bit of white on the top, depending on how much of a lip you give your pocket, and a little bit of a white edge there. But I like mine to be coloured on both the back and the front. And the idea is that you can still utilise this back page or this pocket to create with the pack. So once the recipient gets this pack of ephemera, they can use everything, including the back page, to create ephemera that goes with their journal. And because it's all been curated from the same kit, everything matches perfectly. So I'm just going to eyeball. So if you want to measure it perfectly, you take your largest piece of ephemera and you would measure that up to the top and then fold, but I prefer to just eyeball it. If my largest piece hangs over the top of my pocket a little bit, I'm okay with that. So I'm going about, I don't know, 1.25 inches or something like that, about 2.5 to 3 centimetres. It's probably about 2.5 centimetres. And I'm going to give that a good press down. Now, if you leave it folded like this, you can probably see that little white line there because of the page creep. Once you start folding multiple pieces of paper, you always get a little bit of page creep. So I'm going to open this up. And it doesn't matter which side that you cut off, but I'm going to cut one of these little rectangles off, and I'm actually going to cut slightly above my folded line here. So here's my fold. So I'm going to cut like about 1 millimetre or 2 above this line, and I'm going to cut to the crease and then cut straight down. So I've got this little piece here. Now, to include this piece in my pack, I will actually get my paper trimmer and trim this off so that it's back to being a straight piece. But the reason I do that is so when I'm folding this up, the paper cannot interfere with my pocket fold. If that little bit of paper stretches over the crease, it will give you a little bit of resistance when you're folding up your pocket. And I can tell that I've got a little bit of white showing here, so I'm just going to trim that off flush with my scissors as well. So now I've straightened off that little piece, I'm just going to include that with my pile of ephemera. Now you could go ahead and glue these two little sides up and make the pocket permanent. But as I mentioned, I would like the recipient to be able to utilise this, and if they want to turn it into a permanent pocket, they can add glue after the fact. So I'm just going to use staples to close my pocket, or you could even just use paper clips if you want to make it even less permanent. Of course I don't have any staples in my stapler. Alright, so I've got my stapler here, and I'm just going to add one staple on that side and one staple on that side. So then I will start with my largest pieces of ephemera first, and I'm going to pop them in the pocket, decide which side I want them to be on, and then just layer them one piece at a time in the pocket so that it's visually pleasing to my eye. So this one, and I might put this one here. Now I like to be able to see a little bit of each of the layer below, so I'm going to leave a little tiny sliver of that blue, and then I like this writing here, and I can just see a little bit of white still on here, so I'm just going to fix that up quickly. Alright, so working on my next piece. So I want this piece on this side so that I can leave this bit visible. If I put it on this side, it's sort of, this will probably get covered up with other pieces of ephemera, so I'll lose that image. So I'll just stagger it over there. Now this long piece, I'll just tuck up in the back there. So you'll only see a tiny bit of it, but it all adds to it at the end. And same with this was the other one of these strips. So you're not going to see much of it, but you'll just see enough of it so that you can see that there's something else there. So might move that over to the middle a bit more. These pretty little stamps. And I want to leave that exposed. So I quite like that there, but then I don't like this in the middle. It just looks a little bit too, I don't know, congested or something. So I'm going to move it over. I know we'll lose a lot of that flower, but you can still see a little bit of it poking out of the top there. Now I want to cut off one of these labels to use on the front of my pocket. So I'll tuck these labels in. And then I've got these numbers. Now I could leave them in a big long strip, but that's going to cover up a lot of my real estate. So I think I'll cut them down into a couple of different sections. So I like that there. I might just tuck it in there so you can just see that little 5 poking out. Now I'm going to lose some of this because I'm going to put the butterfly on the front. But I'm still happy with how that looks. Now if you wanted to make it truly reusable, then you would just use a paper clip or some removable or adjustable tape to stick this on. But I'm just going to use glue because that's what I have here. Put that in the middle. A bit of white showing on that. I was cutting these out inside at my dining table when it's not the world's best light in there. There we go. And then lastly, I'm just going to use his tail to tuck inside the pocket. So he just sits on the front there. If I line that up a bit better. There we go. So super cute and quick to put together, and then you could just pop this into a pocket in a journal, or just have it like this as it is. If you were going to sell them at a market or on your Etsy shop or whatever, then you just put them in a cellophane bag as they are and they're good to go. But I love how everything coordinates. It's literally just cut it out and stick it in, and everything layers beautifully and it just looks really eye-catching. So there we go. I think they came out super cute, and you could of course move things around in the pocket to make them look a little bit different. I will come back on another video probably at the end of the challenge, and we'll create a whole bunch of ephemera with this kit so you can see how really useful it is. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will leave a link in the description box to Renee's new kit, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.